Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on Weekly Crypto Review. I'm Paul J from Crypto Traders Arena. Let's start the week as usual. Let's do an overview. Let's see where we are and let's see what we can get this week. Slow and steady as usual. You know, treat market like a business and the market will treat you like a king. Morning C, morning Dave, morning Flaming. Hey Saji, hey Timmy, hey Shogun. Someone please tell me if we have sound and if we have image. Everything should be fine. Everything should be okay, but let's see. Hey Booker, to the moon. Okay, now. Starting as usual, every weekly crypto review, we start with Bitcoin, we start with weekly chart. So we have Bitcoin CME chart, weekly time frame. It's looking a bit better than last week, than 2 weeks ago, than 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. Why? What do we have now? On weekly chart, we have a W, a crystal clear W. Now, this is a double. You can see the market dumped, creating some gaps down. Then we created a local bottom, pumped, dumped back down, but we managed to hold the previous low. We made a higher low and we created a W here. It's a confirmed weekly W. Why it's confirmed weekly W? Well, this is the neckline. And we closed above it. So definitely weekly W. Now, the idea is it's a trap or it's a real W and will push higher. Location wise, good location. We cannot say, well, no, we don't have a location. Well, we have a location. 2021 all-time high, it's a good location. But if we zoom and we look left, here you can see in 2021, we had a double top like we have here. Then we had a dump, aggressive dump. Then we had a W. That could be this W here at 90, which was a fake out, And then here we try to create another W, which we are trying to do now. And then we dumped one more time, slowly, it's weekly chart, and we created the real bottom and the real W in November, October, November. So my question is this a real W? Will this W push us back up here, 95, 100K, or will dump more? What we have? We have clear W, we have good location, acceptable location. We are not long reload zone, yes, but we have 2021 all-time high. Indicators, well, bullish divergence on MACD. Confirmed bullish divergence on weekly. Indicator confirmation from RSI and indicator confirmation from OBV. So, OBV is confirming the price action, the W. RSI is confirming the W. And MACD is telling us, well, it's strong. We have a bullish divergence confirming here. Don't compare weekly chart with 1 hour chart. On weekly chart, we have this big W. It's okay for us to chase and, I don't know, open a new long trade here. If you are a position trader, maybe, just maybe. For a day trader or a swing trader, not too many things. Maybe you change your bias a little bit and you become more bullish. But this double is too big for us to take. Imagine entering at 75, okay, and putting the stop loss all the way down at 59. Well, so 60K. I don't think it's something we want to play. That means for a 2-to-1, we need a move $30,000 up, which will push us to 105 to get a 2-to-1 or something like that. It's something reasonable to take a trade like that? For me, definitely not. But love to see that at least we are not dumping like crazy anymore. At least we stopped dumping. We created a weekly W. We have one, two, usually one trap, second trap, and then we have the third one. That is telling me October is still in play. But what will happen next? I don't know exactly, people. I'm basing my analysis on technical analysis. I cannot do anything else. I'm not an insider. I don't know what Trump intends to do next 6 months. Okay, so don't be too bearish. Don't be too bullish. We have a W. We have some lows to respect now. If we'll dump, we have one strong level to defend here, 65. Then we have another one at 62. And then the last one at 60. Honestly, I'm curious what will happen in the next month, next 2 months, to see if this will confirm or will be a fake out like last cycle. And you can go and look at the 2018 cycle and you'll see similar. Okay, now that's weekly chart on Bitcoin. Weekly chart on Ethereum looks similar. Yeah, $2,000 holding for the moment. We have a weekly W with a gap inside of it, which is not the best when you have a gap like that. Okay, we close the gap, but that usually means a gap also means that market will test that level multiple times. That becomes an important level. Confluence, $2,000. And you can see we pushed higher here in the dump chaser zone. We tried to do a Wyckoff check, and look what happened. We closed Friday at 2,400 and we opened at 2,200 and something. Let's be clear, people. Technical analysis works best in absence of fundamental events. So you can put a lot of weight on technical analysis when you don't have big events, fundamental events like we had over the weekend. Anyway, I warned you Friday that only crypto market is open, and if something is bad, crypto will take the hit first. Yeah, we have a lot of fundamental events, no absence. Trump is making sure that we have a lot of events. So, okay, so Ethereum looks similar on CME, similar with Bitcoin. Look at the gaps here. We can cover these gaps at any point in time. So I'll not be surprised that maybe not this week, maybe not next week, maybe in 1 month or 2 months, we'll push higher here and we'll close these two gaps. And then we'll dump back down. I get it, but these gaps are big, are kind of fresh, yeah? And when I'm looking at this chart, it's like they are yelling at me. I want to be filled, I want to be filled. So I cannot ignore them. Well, no, there are some gaps will be filled at some point in time. Well, the price is close to those gaps. So yeah, I could see the price action slowing down, but still pushing higher and closing at 3,000, closing these two gaps. Then another big event and dumping like crazy. After that, will create a bottom. Could this be the bottom? Possible. If you're thinking that this time is different, yeah, this could be the bottom. Okay, so Bitcoin, Ethereum on weekly chart. Let's take a look at ES on weekly chart. See what we have. Look at it. Just look at this chart. Look how strong. 1, 2, 3 weeks. What bad news? What? Nothing. We are just pushing higher. Is this a real breakout here? Well, we have a V bottom, but so similar we had here. And we pushed higher and higher and higher. We can do it one more time? Yes. What we have different this time? Well, this time we have bearish divergence everywhere. Indicators are yelling once again that this is a fake out, this is not a real move. Yeah? Think about something, people. ES is based against dollar. Yeah, we are basing this chart on dollar. If the inflation goes exponential, imagine that the price of ES in dollars will grow up. That doesn't mean the value overall will be bigger. If you put the money supply, you will understand something. So I know that everyone wants to think that this is the real move and will push to the Valhalla. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just trying to warn you again. Don't believe the move. Wait to see if we'll confirm and will stay and will form a support here, or is just a fake out and we'll go back down and close below this level. If we close below this all-time high, that means most probably this was a fake out and we'll dump back down in the long relow zone, at least long relow zone. So, slow and steady, people. Don't be the public. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to tell you, well, nothing is real. I'm just trying to keep you out of problems. Don't be the public. Don't be 90% of people that are believing everything they see on the news. Insiders already know what you find, what you get told today. They know a long time ago. It's kind of buy the rumor, sell the news, or sell the rumor, buy the news all the time in the charts. Just don't be the public, please. Now, if this will be a real move, we'll find out. Anyway, these candles, weekly candles, need a retest. Anyway, at some point in time, these candles will be retested. Okay, gold, nothing changed. You can see we pumped, we dumped in the same week, then we pumped again and we closed here, then we dumped again. We don't have a clear EM on weekly, but we can form something. Now we are trying to retest as a resistance, this time $5,000. I want to trade gold? Actually, no. It's too close to 5,000. I'm just watching as a confluence for other charts for crypto, but I'm not touching gold. Silver, similar. You know, when I saw the opportunity, I took this trade, booked profit here, booked profit here, booked profit here, took most of the profit on the way up. I did it publicly for everyone. This was a 50R trade overall. Then after that, I said I don't want to touch it. I still have a bit from the original trade, stop loss at scratch. But I don't want to touch this fuckery. This is not for me, people. I don't have an advantage here. The volatility is too big. I want an entry exactly like I showed you. Yeah, I showed you in November. That was the time to get a grip. That was the time to get a really nice position size. Here, you cannot put the size because the volatility is too big. You don't know what will happen. Why the fuck I should trade this one? No, thank you. And similar with oil on weekly. Remember when we created this weekly candle, I told you to stay the fuck out. And look what happened. All over the place. You think, just think about it. You think retail made any money in this environment overall? Even a good trader, you think made any money? You had a chance if you managed to get in when I told you I don't believe Venezuela story here. Remember? We discussed about it over and over again every week. We said, well, I don't believe the Venezuela story and the oil will go get cheap. Usually it's a trap. I see consolidation and probably will pump. Well, if you manage to get long here, okay, you made really nice money. But after the move up, stay the fuck out. I don't want to be mean, people, but you don't make money in this environment if you are not a master, if you are not a really good trader. And even then, it's risky. The volatility is so big. Any news could destroy your setup. You want to get in when the volatility is low, when the market is consolidating. And take advantage, take profit when the exponential move comes, when you have a high volatility. Now, that's the weekly chart. We can take a look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Also, you can see kind of a W here, range, breakout. Let's see if we'll have the strength to go to 0034, but to be honest, this candle, this last week candle looks like a rejection. Look at it. We can go, definitely we can go in the long reload zone, maybe even lower. Who the fuck knows? I want more consolidation from Ethereum versus Bitcoin, a lot more, to give me well, this is the bottom, or this is probably the bottom. I don't see it yet. Total market cap, same weekly W. We had one, failed. We have two, let's see. If we'll produce 1-to-1, that means it's okay-ish. And I could see the market pushing here, testing as a resistance $3 trillion. And then dump. It's possible. But also we can stay here. We don't have enough power to push above this neckline, and we'll dump. Let's hope that will not stay too much time below $2 trillion. We'll see. Okay. The classic chart, you know this one with not a prediction. The numbers we are playing with, you know. Let's put, actually weekly is good enough. Yeah. You can see 3 years of up, 1 year of down, 3 years of up, 1 year of down. Cycle is repeating 3 years of up, 1 year of down. That means October. This time is different and this will be the bottom. Okay. The market could change. It doesn't have to repeat over and over again. Yeah, indeed. But also I could see the market retesting this level and then dumping here. I'll wait here, people. I'll wait until October. I'll wait to see what happens. I have my altcoins bags full. You know that. I have a hedge from 125 here. And another one from 120. From the fucking top. Which I said to the public, to everyone who's listening to Crypto Traders Arena. Well, let's hedge. Keep in mind that what we had, we did the best. If you have the hedge from here, you don't care. If you don't have the hedge, you should ask yourself in your journal why you don't have it. You didn't hear me saying that I'll hedge. You didn't hear me why I said that I'll hedge. Did you took the trade? Did you took the hedge here and you don't have it? Then again, why you don't have it? You respected the plan or was emotional? I'll tell you what happened. Most of the people saw this chart when it was at the top, heard the message to hedge here, but actually they closed the trade close to $100. So they didn't respect the plan to keep it as a hedge. They closed the entire trade at 100K, saying that we'll probably bounce from there. That's my guess about what happened. Because most of the people heard the message. If you are in Crypto Traders Arena, you heard the message. Now, let's see what will happen. Is this W real or will happen like we happened here? My guess is not a real W. We'll do a fuckery. Maybe we'll push higher, but we'll repeat the scenario from June, July 2024. Same level. Look left. This level is too important. If we accept, and we really accept below, then maybe we have a chance October to buy Bitcoin at 40K. That will be a gift in my humble view. Okay, now that's the weekly chart. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and ES on daily, and then we'll go on lower time frame. So let's take a look at Bitcoin on daily chart. Let's see what we have. It's a slightly different. Yeah. Look at it. That was Friday. We closed some gaps here. one, two gaps, and we open with a gap down. Hopefully, well, it's not an island top. It's not looking like an island top anyway, because we don't have a gap up. We have only a gap down. And it's too early to call anything, because this gap will become a gap if we close this candle, today candle, without closing the gap. But also, thinking range, people. What do you think here? I warned you Thursday, Friday. I told you multiple times. In a range, every attempt to break out will be considered a fake out. It's not like I didn't tell you. Remember, at 76, 77, 78, close to 80K, everyone was bullish. Well, we'll go to the moon. Happy dancing and everything. The war is over. It's not that simple. If the market will consolidate here and will create a new W and will, I don't know, respect 69, well, okay, I could be okay with that thinking. But for the moment, for me, was a fake out. Then Friday in the live stream, in the New York live stream, I said, well, I consider a fake out. My job as a trader is to be in a trade when the market will dump. And I'll attempt multiple times until I'll manage to get that dump. And I did. But on daily chart, we cannot say this price action is bearish. We still have those W's. I don't trust this pump. It's all I'm trying to say. I don't trust this pump. I consider this one a fake out. Let the market prove me wrong. Let the market tell me, well, you are stupid, Paul. This is a real breakout. Create a new W here between 75 and 70K. Create a new W. Okay, we'll push higher. And then I have the holy grail on lower time frame. I have different tools, AB equals CD if it's the case, to chase the market. But allow me to don't trust this move, please. Okay, Ethereum, kind of similar. Yeah, kind of similar. And Capua 2 people, you know. Range, another range, clone the previous one, you know the drill. You know, look how well respected it is. Okay, let's take a look at 1 day on ES. Previous all-time high, we closed 1, 2, 3 candles above that level. Is this move sustainable like this? No. But we cannot call a top or a fake out until we have a close back below the all-time high. I was blabbing away Thursday, I was blabbing away Friday, telling you the same thing. Let's see if we'll close back below the previous all-time high, because that will confirm my thinking of a fake out and will push back down. Not necessarily too bearish, but at least long reload zone here. Why not? Usual, no? Usual retest, 61.8. For the moment, if you go on lower time frame, you'll see a gap, because we closed Friday here and open here. Let's put 4-hour chart and you'll see it. You can see the gap. Let's see what will happen. Okay, back on daily. Not too many things I could say about this chart. V bottom, need retest. Exponential move straight up in this environment looks like a trap. Maybe it's not. I'm not I don't know, someone that is predicting the market to tell you. I'm not an insider either. I'm not a financial advisor either. I'm just a guy live streaming Monday morning, telling you what he sees in the charts and what he's doing with his own money. Simple as that. Now let's go on lower time frame. First, calendar. This week I don't see any news. I see only this one on trading economics. Probably we have more, but it's not on this calendar, at least not for the moment. But should be a pretty okayish week from this point of view. Will Trump compensate with a lot of fuckery? Yeah. Don't worry about it. We'll have volatility most likely. Trump is doing his job. Before we'll go on lower time frame, let's see how we are on the post and repost. I want to see how many we have. 37, 45. Well, I'll not say it again. Seems like we have a problem on YouTube. Something happened. I don't know what exactly. The views are locked. I don't see the statistics, the live statistics on YouTube. They are not working properly at the moment. But feel free to repost, feel free to like, feel free to comment. That will make the post a bit more visible on Twitter. I saw someone from Twitter, I don't remember exactly who, saying that they don't shadow ban anymore links. If you have a post that has a link, will not be shadow banned anymore. I don't know if I should trust that or not. Usually I don't, but we'll see. But I think you can push this button. Look at it. It's easy. You just do something like this. Done. Okay, people. If you like the content, repost. Hit the like. If you don't like it, don't hit the like. It's that simple. Okay. Now, let's go on lower time frame and let's see what we have. Well, starting with Bitcoin, yesterday I posted this chart for premium and VIP. Yeah. If you remember here, I tried to short multiple times. I had a small EM on 5-minute chart. I took that one failed. Then I played the SFU on lower time frame. That trade produced a really nice result. At the moment, it's sitting at 13 hours. That's good. That's really good. That compensates for a lot of losses. Like I said Friday. Friday in the New York session, I said, my job is to be in a trade when the market will dump. It's not a question if it will dump. My question is, I'll be in a trade when the market is dumping. And I managed to get that set up and get risk-free, and then look what happened. And then, when the market was here testing the Monday high, I posted again. If we'll accept below, the next level is the Monday middle of the range, long reload zone, or Monday low. Well, looks to me that we accepted below, people. I was hoping for a bit more strength Sunday in the close of the weekly candle to touch 61.8. And I said, well, we can play Stefan setup here. Yeah, which is a 61.8 to the stop loss all the way up at 100%. Or combo, Mountain Man and Shark. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to get so strong. The bounce was weak. Probably 38.2. We touched 38.2 and we dumped more. Let's see. There you go. We barely scratched 38.2 and we dumped like crazy. The market was too weak. Morning, Stefan. Morning. So nothing to do here. You can see we dumped, we bounced. The bounce was so weak. We touched 38.2 first stop and we dumped more. Now I could see an AB equals CD pointing out here in the long reload zone. If you manage to get to be short from here, around here, I don't care if you took this one. This was really good. Or you took the 3-bar fractal on 1 hour. Or you took a trade here. Now you are deep in profit. You don't care. And most of you should be short on Bitcoin. I was blabbing away the entire week about the fake out. Stefan was posting and reposting and seeing the same thing. Both of us bearish on lower time frame and posting setups and trying to get the short. Well, I didn't say that will be easy to get short or to scalp short in this environment, but still doable, still okayish. Now, these trades are, this is in profit, this is far away now. I still keep them there, but I should remove them after the live stream. Why? Because now the fib is totally changed. The fib should be something like this. And if I put the short reload zone, you'll see It's totally different. 61.8 is here, 78.6 is here. So I should remove the orders, but I'll do it after the live stream. If you are looking left, we see some support here. I see a fight at last week Monday high. Now we are retesting as a resistance. Don't become bullish here because it's nothing is bullish here. You can see we stayed as support. We accepted below. We dumped, and now we are retesting that area. We are testing the Monday high again. We need to accept above, stay above, and then we can push higher. If that will happen, I'll play the same setups, just different levels. Let me show you. So this will be the Stefan setup with the Monday middle of the range as take profit. I could adapt this one pretty simple. Hopefully I'll not forget to do that. Yeah, this is the mountain man from the combo. And then the shark, you put entry at 78.6, stop loss here, and you are targeting 3 to 1. So yeah, if you put these orders here, nothing bad about it. If you'll get filled, you'll get filled. If the market will dump more, you cancel them. Nothing bad about them. But if the market will dump in the long reload zone here, if we SFU these lows and then we create a W and we see a general setup, I think it's okay. I really consider it's okay to hunt a general setup here. Why? Well, if you zoom out back on weekly chart, you'll understand why. Even if the probability of weekly W to be a fake out, we still have a possibility of that weekly W to be real, and we can pump to 90K and higher. And I think it's, if we see a clear setup here in the long reload zone, probably the best level will be close to 78.6. 1 hour, 4 hour chart, if you see a W in this location, so you have location, probably will have some bullish divergence also, or indicator confirmation, price structure, and general setup. Here, I think it's better to stay the fuck out. By the way, people, it's Monday. You know that Monday we say stay out, wait for the Monday high and Monday low. Tuesday morning you'll have the levels. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. This modified, I just updated the setups here. It's up to you. I'll modify them, I'll put them in the market. But I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Okay? Take responsibility for what you do. Ethereum, a lot weaker than Bitcoin if we compare it with the Monday range. Yeah? This was a clear textbook fake out. Look at it. Can someone tell me this wasn't a fake out outside of the Monday high? Outside of the Monday range? Can you understand why we put so much weight on ranges and Monday range and range, fake out, yam, breakdown? Doesn't get better than that. And look at this SFU. Even if you're not a day trader, you are a, I don't know, close to swing trader, and you saw this SFU and you saw this yam, and you saw here, look at it. If you zoom in, you'll see some divergence here. You had all the chances to get short here. Now, we are in the middle of the Monday range. Okay, previous week Monday range. We need to create another one this today. But what we have? In the middle, I don't consider this is the best location. It's good. It's long reload zone. But do you see any bullish divergence here? No. That makes me think we'll test the Monday low. What do we have? What confluence we have here? Well, Monday low, if you look here, has a lot of liquidity hidden below these wicks, below these tails. So if the market will fuck around here and at some point in time will dump here, This is an area of interest. This is an area where we want to pay attention. Maybe for an SFU of these lows, maybe for a W, maybe to zoom in on 5-minute chart and try to get in. Or maybe we'll dump a bit more, we'll be really aggressive and we'll pump back up from 61.8. It's possible to do something like this. But what is just a dead cat bounce? A 1 hour, 4 hour chart for a scalper, it's a good trade. So I don't see the bullishness here for the moment. I'm thinking SFU of these lows and then either double, either SFU, either something. It's Monday, take it slowly. Usually Monday is better to risk only 0.5 per trade, not 1%. But it's up to you. Okay, let's zoom out on 4 hour chart and see a couple of shitcoins we have here. If you remember, I said don't trade Aster. Hopefully you see why. I don't need to repeat the same message. Tao. Where are the Tao to the moon boys? To the something, to Valhalla. Tao is the best. Where are they? I don't see them anymore. Do you hear about them? Stefan, do you hear about the moon boys of Tao is the best. Tao will go to the moon. Over and over again. And once again, we prove them that they are wrong and they are stupid. Not because they believe in Tao, because they don't use the technical analysis. Technical analysis is a powerful tool. Look at it. Nothing more, nothing less, people. Just look at it. W. Okay, if you took a long here, nothing bad, acceptable. Pump. But when you become bullish here, bad, really bad. And look what happened. Yeah, and we are getting back in the long reload zone. Now, don't be bearish at 200. Okay, you don't want to buy 200, then you want lower. Okay, wait with a limit order. It's not a problem. But don't get bearish on Tao and try to short Tao at $200. Why? Long reload zone consolidation, Wyckoff check, whatever you want. I told you, if Tao will be strong enough to pump here, that will trigger me a short. I don't think it's that strong, but if, I don't know, they'll attempt to pump it again and we'll hit short reload zone here and Wyckoff check DCM. DCM doesn't have a retest yet. Look at it. So any pump, I'm not saying that will happen, people. If will happen, this will trigger me a short. Put an alarm here. Wait. If will happen, you can short with me. But it's your decision. I'm not a financial advisor. Hype. I told you don't short hype. It's stronger than the rest. And look at it. Yeah, dumping, but the risk reward here is not the best. You can see 1-to-1. This short reload zone is not valid anymore anyway. And I still think this one has a target to accomplish. AB equals CD, pointing out here at $50. I think hype needs just a bit of a breathing room. Just let him pump. But here, fake out back in the range. You know, I don't want to short the strongest coin. I don't want to long the weakest coin. I just want to stay safe. I'll short the weakest coin and I'll long the strongest coin if it's a setup, if I have a reason for that. Solana, well, Solana, it's a proxy. At least in my eyes, it's a proxy for shitcoins. For Solana shitcoins, at least. And you don't see any movement. Okay, will be some exceptions from time to time. I saw Friday a lot of people, well, shitcoin is moving, are going to. Really? If you manage to get a daily double on some shitcoins and they pumped, sell half on a double, people. This is not a bull market. Take your profit off, get risk free, keep the rest. Once it's free, you don't care. But believing in altcoin season will start tomorrow, let me show you something about altcoin season. I didn't spoke about it today. Yeah. Look at it. Where the fuck is our altcoin season? We're still at 60% dominance. And I don't see an EM. I don't see a weekly EM. I don't see a daily EM for the moment. If we do a fake out and we create an EM somewhere in here, well, that could give me a small hope that we'll have a pump. Not altcoin season, a pump. If the market start trending down, then it's a different story. But for the moment, not the case, people. Okay, Solana. Like I said, weak. Some people manage to destroy accounts here in this pump with a short. I know someone that said, well, I forgot to put a stop loss, and actually didn't forget. Well, that's a mistake you need to put in your journal and never do it again. Okay, so Solana, nothing special. Yes, for our chart, CME, you can see here. We close Friday, we open Monday morning with a gap. Everyone is expecting to dump like crazy. Well, maybe in New York, it's possible to SFU. If you are trading traditional market, I think an SFU will be a good area to think short again. With this gap above, it's okay to short here? Not really. Possible, yes, but I don't see why. I'm not trading traditional market. I'm not focusing too much on it, so take what I say about traditional market with a grain of salt. Gold, we booked the last trade was a win, and then I said I'm not touching this one. Probably I'll pay attention on gold for you guys, for framing some setups for you that you are trading gold. Some of you are still want to trade gold after the Monday range. So let's wait today to form the range and then we can trade it. Today, nothing. I don't see anything special. Yeah, he's trying to step up. You can see stepping up, trying to get 5,000, but is becoming weaker and weaker. You can see the slope. So let's wait. I'll be tempted to take a short, to be honest, not a long. If we'll touch 5,000, if I'll see M's, if I'll see something, probably I'll look for a short. Silver, similar. Okay. Stepping up, elevator down at some point in time. I don't know from what level. I don't want to trade silver either. So that's my lower time frame review. That's my what I see here on the charts on 4 hour, 1 hour. Let's wait for the Monday high to form again, and we'll have some levels to play with. Last week was pretty hard to trade. Why? The market was violently flat. We pumped, we dumped, we SFU'd, but ugly SFUs. Maybe me and Stefan, we didn't adapt it to the market structure really well. Was after the holidays. I don't know. I made money with the last trade. That trade compensated. I was kind of break even all the way up here. Taking a loss, taking a small profit, taking a loss, taking a small profit. But this trade made my profit for the last week. Unfortunately, it was a scalp on 5-minute chart and was hard for me to post it. I had to do the couple one live stream in that time. Let's wait. If we'll get here in the long reload zone, 72, maybe we get a general setup. I consider that if a general setup will form there, we should take that setup. If for some reason we pump here, we have already the Stefan setup, Mountain Man and Shark waiting to short. Work with limit orders, people. Don't work with market orders. You know that I have only one setup. I'm using market orders. Is the SFU on 5-minute chart. That is too fast. That is hard to plan because you are working with the week high or the week low. you just made in the SFU, so it's hard to, it's impossible actually to use a limit order. But that's the only time when I'm using market orders. Professional traders are using limit orders. Swing traders, you don't have any reason to use market orders. You don't market sell, you don't market buy, you use limit orders. So, that being said, if you have any requests or something to ask me, put it in the chat. If not, let's call it a live stream. And we can start slowly with the London session and then go from there. I just said that, Sonia. 72. Yeah, this area, if we get a double, if we get a general setup, I don't know if you know what a general setup is. But yeah. Agent for our chart. Do you really think it's something good? Yeah. Let's see. Why not? Well, agent for our chart. I'll just put the long reload zone and you'll understand. Fake out here, dump here. Here we have support in the long reload zone if you see a general setup, or you can play the shark directly if you want. I'm not a fan of playing shitcoins at the moment. But to keep it really simple, and if you are bullish on this one, you can play something like this. I'll take this trade? No. Something like this. Here, this is just the first bounce. Just the first bounce from retracement, let's call it that way. We had a W, we pumped, we dumped, we retested this level, is 61.8. Usually we bounce, we respect the 61.8, and then we dump more. Here we have some support. If the market will touch 78.6, it's up to you if you take this trade. I'll take it, no. It's risky. Anyway, it's Monday. You can wait a bit more, or you can use only 0.5, 1%. Don't risk too much in a trade like this. Slow and steady, people. Remember, treat market like a business. That's your fucking job. To treat market like a business. No emotions, no over risk, no stupid entries. Treat it like a business with a plan, with proper risk management, everything in order, and the market will treat you well, will treat you like a king. Fuck around and market will take your money really fast. And you see all around of crypto traders arena, people getting liquidated, losing money, losing houses. That's not the proper way to trade. When I see a guy telling me that this week he made 25% profit, I just know that that guy in 6 months will be out. He doesn't have a proper risk management. Well, if he bought something and that coin moved really high and I don't know, did a 25x, well, that's acceptable. But if he says he's a trader and he's a day trader or swing trader and he made 25% or 20% from his account in 1 week, usually I know how that ends. People will follow him and say, well, that's the best. Well, that's not proper risk management in my book. I don't see any messages on Discord, man. Let me take a look. If you want to DM me on Discord. Yeah. If you have the username, I accept DMs on Discord a lot more easier than on Twitter. Yeah. I don't use Twitter to send messages, to accept messages. You can see here I don't have any fucking message. Yeah, empty. Maybe you send on crypto trader on my account. I don't see a message there either. So DM me on Discord. Okay? DM me on Discord. You got timed out for 24 hours? Well, you said a stupid thing then. And I don't think I have any timeout, people. I think I removed the timeout for some of you. Well, don't use Twitter, people, to DM me. Don't use it. Okay, now, no more requests. Treat market like a business, people. We don't have this as our for nothing. Treat trading like a business. You'll see the results. Slow and steady. You'll see that you are not losing too much money first time. Then you are becoming slowly a break-even trader, which is really hard to become. And then you slowly see some small profits. And once you are there, you just keep going, and you'll become profitable. I'm not saying trading is easy, but it's not rocket science. You just need to respect the fucking plan, which seems like it's hard these days. Nobody wants to be consistent. Nobody wants to work for some results. Everyone wants to ask Grook, ask ChatGDP, and fast results. Well, it doesn't work that way, people. With Grook or without Grook, doesn't work that way. Still takes time to learn a skill, still takes time to become wealthy, still takes time to do something meaningful. It's the same process over and over again, everywhere you look. If you see someone trying to start a business, if you see someone trying to become a trader, it's the same fucking process. Don't try to use shortcuts because you lose your money. And most importantly, you also lose your time. Time really important that you can use a lot better. Okay, let's look back here. I want 1 hour. Usually Monday I stay on 1 hour. I see a W here, but I don't believe it because it's at the Monday high. I don't have a setup here. I prefer to stay the fuck out. Yeah, I took most of my profit here in the dump. I still have acceptable position here. If we'll dump more to the Monday low, I'll be happy with, because I got a really nice position size. Look at the window of risk for me. Next setups here or down for longs. Okay, let's look again at the reposts. Let's see how many we have. 45. Well, that's a lot better. Yeah. Thank you, all of you, for you are trying to help us and make us more visible. Why we are growing so slowly is because that's the plan, to grow slowly with quality people. Yeah. If you want to have more ideas on Twitter, you can go and follow Stefan. You can subscribe to Stefan. Stefan is posting more content than me on Twitter. I prefer to stay on Discord. I prefer to take care of Discord. But if you want to, you are a Twitter guy and you don't enjoy Discord, go and follow Stefan. Go and subscribe to Stefan, and he will give you some ideas. Don't expect spoon feeding. Don't expect copy trading. We are not doing something like that. But Stefan will probably say more than he says for the public. Well, I'll enter here. I'll do this. I'll do that. And you're free to follow him if you want. We are not giving you, I don't know, financial advice here. Okay. I don't see anything in the chat. So let's wrap it up. Let's close. I'll go and trade with Stefan in the London session. If you want to join us, if you want to join premium, if you want to join Discord, the only entry is Subscord. And man, the prices are cheap. So if you want to join us, come on, look at the prices here. I still let this open. We still have some space for more people. I eliminated from the mat. I eliminated the the gladiators. They are included in that 200 members. I don't think it's fair. So feel free to subscribe. The best deal is 6 months or 1 year. If you are just curious and you want to see what is on Discord, well, use 1 month. It's up to you. We accept only crypto. If you subscribe for 1 month, be sure that if you want to continue, you need to go manually and pay once again at the end of the month, because we cannot put that on crypto. Nobody will go and take your USDC on a crypto account. Yeah, that's possible only on cards, on Stripe, and I don't want to activate that one. For the moment, at least. No, thank you. A pain in the ass, in my view. Okay. Pay attention. Take it slowly today. Put the orders if you want. Wait for a long here if you want. That's it from my part. See you in the next one, Tuesday. It's free for everyone. You know, I'll live stream, Stefano live stream, New York session is for everyone. It's up to you. Okay. See you next time, people. See you next time.